Let's talk about Edmodo. Edmodo is a social media that is educational and more safe than Facebook. And so I'm just going to give a quick demo on how to use it, sign up as a teacher, and all that. So signing up, I'm a teacher. So when you go to edmodo.com, you're going to see this web page here, and it's going to say I'm a teacher. You click on that, and you fill out all this information. I'm already signed up as a teacher, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in as a teacher so I can show you all the other aspects of Edmodo. So when you sign in, you're going to get the opportunity to pick communities. I have already picked a bunch of communities over here. When you sign up, you're going to be able to pick communities. There's going to be all kinds of different aspects like health and PE, creative arts, career and technical education, college readiness, computer technology. I pretty much just signed up for all of them because I'm in early childhood education and we focus on all 4 subjects, maybe even world language. So that's up to you. You'll get that opportunity when you sign up. Creating a group or adding and inviting members. Creating a group is pretty easy. There's just a little button right here. When you sign in, you'll get in this home page. It'll say groups, and I'll press add and create. You name your group. Say you have like a 3rd period world history on like Wednesdays, Thursdays, maybe all week, who knows. So 3rd period world history. I forgot the period. And you select a grade. So world history probably wouldn't happen until you're like in 9th grade. And the subject content area is social studies. And you can select the subject and it's just history. Oh wait, look at that. It said world history. And then you create it. And so expected group size, pretty simple. You will probably have the class roster already as you're creating this. So I'm going to say you wouldn't have more than 25 students depending on where you work. Click that. Describe your group. This group is for 3rd period world history. You will find assignments and quizzes and discussions here. And finish. Now the group is created. You can add and invite members. So you have this little code here that you can send to your students or give them when they sign up for Edmodo. You just give them this group code and they can put that in as they join. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple for them. They just use the code if they have the existing account, and it's pretty easy for them to use. Pretty straightforward. Notes. Where is notes? So I'm pretty sure notes are on the 1st page. It's like a status. You just kind of post like, hey students, oh, I'm not typing. Hey students, today we will blah 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 blah. And I could type it into a specific group. So 3rd period, I would say 3rd period world history. And I want to point something out. When I typed that in, there's a parents option, and so you can give parents access to your page as well, and so they can get on top of what their students are supposed to be doing. And I press send. It won't be seen by anybody on this page except for the 3rd period world history group. Alerts. So sending it to a certain group is pretty important too. This will be like a don't forget about your quiz due tomorrow at 3 p.m. Something like that. That may be too specific. I don't know. And then I send it to 3rd period world history. And it will be in alert. They're going to get alert about it. It's going to show up here on their little notifications. And I have one new alert. And it says upcoming assignment due. Or don't forget about your quiz due tomorrow. And then you can remove it if you don't need it anymore and you've already done that. Assignments, so you can make a new assignment. You can make this assignment a discussion. So let's say this is going to be like Civil War. That's more American history. Maybe we could do like World War II quiz. I mean, World War II discussion, since quizzes are another thing. So, discuss the beginning of the war. How did it happen? Who caused it? Etc. And then I can send this to third period world history. You can load an assignment. Say you have like a document you want them to download. I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably just give them the assignment and then have this as an option and then just give them the guidelines. But you could always load that and then you send it and it sends, oh, I didn't set a due date. Look at that. It tells me I need to set a due date. Let's make it to the 30th. Sounds good. So I send it. And it's got a due date. It'll close after that. It tells me who turned it in. It's awesome. Quizzes is similar to assignments. You click on quiz, you create a quiz, and you can make the quiz true or false, multiple choice. You could title it. You can make a time limit if you want to. And you can assign it and make a due date for it. It's pretty simple too. Polls. This could be used, I kind of had the idea that this could be used for like pre-assessment maybe, or even just getting an idea of what the students want to know about a certain topic. So you could say, first, like pre-assessment, who started or who caused the U.S. to begin what? I don't know, begin acting in World War II. And then you go answers, Japan, China. Add another answer because there's only two, Germany. And then set it to the third grade. It'll be the third period world history. And it's awesome because then when you vote, when someone goes to vote, you'll find out who voted for what. It'll be anonymous, so no one really is being graded on it. It's just for your knowledge on who knows what, and it's a good way to just get pre-assessment, so what you need to go over. Creating an agenda. Let me remember how to do this. Give me a second here. I can't exactly remember for sure. So creating an agenda. Sorry about that. I'm completely forgetting for some reason. It's over here. It's like a planner. So the Edmodo planner, I call it an agenda because I always think of an agenda book that I learned. You can add things in. It'll automatically put up what's due in this little box here. So when that week comes up, it'll tell me that, hey, heads up, you've got this due, and it's due on that Wednesday that's not showing. So if I go over, it pops up over here. Those are automatically put in. And you can always add things like Thursday, you need to assess said student, create, recipient, send to third, all groups, create. And it'll be added in. I think it should be added in. Maybe it just needs to be refreshed, but it'll be added in. Apps downloading and adding groups. So there's a little button over here that says Manage Apps or Apps Launcher. So I've got the planner. I've already downloaded the Common Core Standards and Photo Editor. You can find more at the App Store. They've got plenty you can buy. They've got free ones. They've got projects and lessons that are free, math practice, science practice, chemistry practice, anything. It's kind of like the Apple apps, but specifically to Edmodo to an extent. Some of these actually are available on Apple and your iPhone, but you can add them onto your page directly for use. Troubleshooting in the help link. This is kind of important. If you have any issues, this help button is going to be extremely helpful. It was for me when I was first setting up. You just click I'm a teacher and it'll go through like basically everything I basically just talked to you about. Or you can search if you have a certain question. If you have a problem, you can click on that little button there and click on these, connect and learn. You can read about that. I guess there's a mobile app. I don't personally have this mobile app, but it would be nice to be able to carry it around with you. Libraries and folders. Go back to the home page for that because you won't see it. So over here is your little library. I have added lesson plan into there. You can add lesson plans into there. You can add separate folders for different classes and their assignments. You can add a Google Drive. I have a Google Drive, but I haven't connected to it yet. Connecting with other teachers. That's pretty simple too. So I've already personally connected with only one, just because he was in my group for this class, Josh. And so you can actually search for a certain student. So for example, I'm going to search Joshua Travers. He's right here. And I've already connected with him, so I don't even have to press the connect button. Their post will show up on your home page. They can see your activity that's public. They can't see any of this if they're not joined into your group. And it's all pretty much just a way to connect with other teachers. Even that first page where there's a bunch of other teachers in that community. You've already connected to communities. There's a bunch of teachers in those communities you could just directly connect to if you really like what they're posting. It might even be helpful for you in your classroom. And, well, that's Edmodo.